All right, let's talk about this. Ever wonder what really separates a good home service company from a great one? Well, it often boils down to a simple but really powerful promise. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and deconstruct the brand promise of a company called Smooth Plumbing to see exactly how they turn a few simple words into a super successful business model.
You know that feeling, right? Or at least you can imagine it, that gut-wrenching moment of pure panic when you hear the sound of rushing water coming from somewhere it absolutely shouldn't be. It's a universal headache, pretty much a nightmare for anyone who owns a home.
Okay, think fast. A pipe just exploded in your house. Water is spreading everywhere. What do? Who do you call? Seriously, what's your first move? It's that split-second, critical moment of decision, that feeling of total panic. That's exactly what we're digging into today.
And hey, this nightmare can take a whole lot of forms, right? It could be a slab leak you can't even see, your entire main line could get clogged up, or maybe your water heater just decides to give up the ghost. These aren't just little inconveniences. They are full-blown, high-stress events that demand a fast and, more importantly, a reliable solution.
And that brings us to our case study. We're going to take a close look at how one company, Smooth Plumbing, basically built their entire strategy around being the definitive answer for that exact moment of homeowner panic.
I mean, just look at this list of services. We're talking about the whole spectrum here. They'll handle anything from a tiny little leak all the way up to repiping your entire house. The strategy here is pretty obvious, isn't it? They want to be the one and only phone call you ever have to make, no matter what the problem is. Period.
And they take all that expertise and boil it all down to this one core promise. It's simple, it's direct, and it speaks to every single one of a homeowner's biggest fears. Show up on time, protect your home, and get the job done right the first time. So the big question is, how do they actually pull it off?
Okay, let's break this down. Pillar number 1. This one tackles what is maybe the biggest source of anxiety in any home repair. What's this going to cost me? And they hit it head on with a really simple concept: upfront pricing.
The idea is so simple, but man, is it powerful. You get the final, total price before they even pick up a tool. This isn't some vague ballpark guess, It's the real number. It's a move that's all about getting rid of that horrible feeling of, oh no, what's the bill going to look like, and just building financial trust from the get-go.
And here's the proof in the pudding, right? Look at what actual customers are saying. David here says, the process was easy, the price was fair. Notice how he calls out the price specifically as being fair? That tells you this whole transparency thing isn't just marketing talk. It actually works.
But look, a fair price is awesome, but it's only half the battle, isn't it? So promise number 2 is all about quality, and they define it as way more than just fixing the pipe correctly. It's about showing respect for your home.
And this is what that promise actually looks like in action. It's a real checklist of things they do. They protect your floors, they wear those little boot covers, they do the job right, and they actually leave your space tidy. Now, these might seem like small things, but they are huge. They communicate a massive amount of respect for your property, and it reframes the whole experience from a messy repair to a clean, professional visit.
Now check out what Nancy says here. The key word is always. Always professional and reliable. And notice she says this about everything from a simple running toilet to a massive repiping project. That's so important because it shows it's not a fluke, it's a system. It's just how they operate, no matter how big or small the job is.
Okay, so we've got transparent pricing and we've got professional work, but both of those things really stand on this third and honestly most important promise: proven trust. In an industry where trust is everything, how do you actually prove it?
Well, here's how. This is where the rubber meets the road. I mean, any company on earth can say they have experienced, licensed pros, right? That's easy. But the key word here is proven, and you prove it by making that claim verifiable. So they don't just say they're licensed and insured, they show you the receipts.
And this is what I'm talking about. It's not just words, it's a specific official state license number from Florida. They put this right out there so any customer can go and check their credentials for themselves. It's such a small detail, but it's so powerful because it transforms trust from just a feeling into a cold, hard fact.
And man, this quote from Tom, this is trust being tested under extreme pressure. An emergency leak on a holiday weekend, that is the ultimate nightmare scenario. But they answered the phone immediately and had someone out that afternoon. They delivered when it mattered most. That is what trust in action looks like.
So those are the 3 pillars of the promise.
But how does that all translate into the actual experience when you're the one with the problem? Let's walk through the whole process right from the homeowner's point of view.
The whole process is designed to be as simple and painless as possible. Step 1, you call or email them. Easy enough. Step 2, you get those clear options and, you guessed it, that all-important upfront price we talked about. And Step 3, the work gets done and usually in a single visit because their trucks are always well stocked. The whole system is built around making your problem go away with minimal friction.
So here's the key takeaway from all this. Every single feature they offer is designed to deliver a specific benefit to the homeowner. Upfront pricing, that means no surprise bills. Quality work, that gives you peace of mind. Being licensed and insured, that's trust you can actually verify. And that 24/7 emergency line, that just means help is there when you need it the most. It's just a really clear, powerful, customer-first way to do business.
And you know, that really brings us full circle. For most of our lives, the plumbing in our home is just silent. It's this invisible system that works perfectly in the background, and we never even think about it. Until, one day, it isn't silent anymore. And so the real question this leaves us with is, when that day comes, are you prepared?